Hi, Patrick. It seemed like the Red Bulls came with an intensity, a desire to play that maybe your team didn't match. Did you see that?
Yeah, I think, and this is the reason why I'm quite really frustrated. I'm really frustrated about the competitiveness, about the desire we had on the field, and I'm prepared to accept that we can lose games, but the way we lost today with the lack of conviction, the lack of competitiveness is something that I can accept.
Patrick, was it about Bradley Wright Phillips that he has your club, in his thoughts? That was his 11th goal all time against the City.
I think it doesn't surprise anybody to say that he's a good player. He's doing really well in this league. But overall, I think it's not just about him. It's about the Red Bulls, the way that they played. Something that is really difficult for me to accept as a coach is that the teams wanted more than us, and I think that is something that in this level you can accept.
Patrick, what you touched on the lack of competitiveness from your guys' end. Why is that your team came out so flat, especially 4 minutes in, giving up 2 goals?
This is something that I will have to reflect on, and when you play the derby, you know that you will have to compete. We know the way that they play, and it will be important for myself, but overall for the players as well, to reflect on that, because if we want to bounce back, if we want to keep doing well in this league, we have to change the attitude, because the attitude wasn't good tonight.
Patrick, when you look at the substitutions you made, specifically to start the second half, what was the reason for those?
If I had the chance to change all the 10 players on the field, I will going to do it at halftime. I wasn't really happy with every single players on the field, and I just made these 2 changes and tried to change the tactical side of the game and went 3 at the back, but it didn't work.
Hey, Patrick, did you tell anything to the team at halftime? Did they respond at all? And what did you say to the team minutes ago after the game, if you did talk to them?
No, I think at the halftime we tried to give them a little bit more problem and create the overload in the midfield. We went our midfielder 4 against the midfielder 3. But the game, they allowed us to keep the ball and just to move the ball around. We didn't create much. But when you concede 2 goals after 5 minutes, it's really difficult in the derby.
Patrick, this team has veteran leaders at all 3 levels of the field. With no competitiveness today, was it the failure of leadership from the players on there?
No, I don't want to put the fingers on 1 player or 2 players or just the leadership of the team. I think it's the team overall. That's what I said early on. If I could change the 10 players on the field, I was doing it, because I wasn't happy with the way of all of them, the way they perform. But I think we have to reflect on our performance, because at that level it is unacceptable to go on the field and the opposition team wanted more than us.
Patrick, you knew that they had talent in the midfield, but they also had a young group in the midfield, and everyone was waiting to see how they would look, those young guys in this game. What did you think of those guys when you look at Kaku, Valo, Adams? It seemed like they really squeezed the life out of you guys.
Yeah, I think I said during the week that was the best Red Bulls teams since I'm here. They have young but talented player. So when you have talent, you're a good player, and I think they showed it today. But when you look at the midfielder 3 and you look at our midfielder 3, I think we are as good as they are. And if you're asking me if I will swap one of the players for their players, and the answer is no. But today we didn't turn up, and for me this is the frustration.
Patrick, what did you think of? Back over here.
He's over there.
Sorry.
What did you think today of Kaku, their new introduction, their playmaker? What did you think of what he did today? And did you have any thoughts about maybe changing the way you guys played this game, given how good the Red Bulls are with the high press?
No, I think we knew before the game that he's a really good player. I think it takes a little bit time for him to adjust to the league, but the talent is there. And every team that we're going to play, there's a special player in the team. And we're not going to change our tactics or our philosophy regarding who we're going to play. I just really frustrated about us not showing our real face in a big occasion like that.
Coach, the Rebels made a trade this offseason to strengthen the back line. Can you speak about W today and how he seemed to struggle today? You subbed him off early on and he didn't have a shot on goal.
I don't want to talk about a single player. I think it was tough for David. He didn't have the support that he normally had. We didn't play as well as we could from the back. I think it was more a collective nightmare than just an individual.
Patrick, you're about 3-0 in halftime. Did you do more direct
Sorry?
in the second half? Did you feel you were direct enough in the second half?
What do you mean?
Well, New York's playing a high line, the defense at the midfield, a lot of space behind, but you guys are still going from side to side.
Yeah, I think it was really difficult for us to penetrate centrally when they was pressing us quite well. And I think today we played as well. I think that's it as well. We play a little bit with the lack of personality, and we for sure can play that better than what we did today.